course. One day this thing will work properly, but I mean, that's just what it do. There we go. There we go. All three. How you doing, dear? All right, so now... Really? But I'm already here. Yeah. It's too hot right now, dear. I literally just poured that. I am not burning my taste buds. I'll drink in a minute. Hey, Mecca, how you doing? All right. Let's see what we're doing here. Give him a love tap just in case. Oh, Yeti mug's not going to help. That'll just burn me even further. All right, so last time we got the whole board. Or actually that probably was 2 times ago, and the mortise is cut down to depth. And yes, one looks deeper than the other, but then again, one piece is wider than the other, so we had to go deeper. And now we've got shaping to do. And I don't trust the cherry grain to chisel it out in all reality, so we're probably going to be using this bad boy a lot. I've got you on a push stroke. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, okay. Thank you for shouting out Mecca, dear. All right, so we will see how terrible we do here. Good thing is we don't really need them to be straight. Here we need straight, and here we kind of need straight, but we can do that with saws, with my frame back saws once we're done cutting curves.
How do you determine whether to use a push or a pull when using a coping saw?
Preference.
Just realized I can finally turn the 2 knobs of my Gramercy saw kit. Life in Pain said, thanks for the shout out.
But I think that was that Payne that asked about the determine. Yeah, push or pull is completely up to you with a coping saw. It's what you're used to. So like right now, mine is set up with the teeth going on the push stroke. I can always flip it around, but it's always a preference thing. Let me line the blade up so I don't accidentally bend it going through. Man, everyone's here today. Hey, Shan. All right, let's see how bad we are. So basically, well, let's do this one. Basically, we're just going to be cutting curves today, hopefully. Yes, we are. We are making the Gramercy bow saw. I don't know what you mean by real content. So, like I said, push or pull is really up to you. I'm used to Western saws, so I tend to put mine in a push stroke. Because my brain says if I want to curve something, you curve while you're pushing. So if I do it on a pull stroke, I tend to bind up a lot. And I know a lot of people put it on pull strokes, but like I said, I hated. Yeah. Either is okay. Like I said, they make it where you can put the saw in whichever way. I found I hated my coping saw until I finally put it on the push stroke. until I defied everyone's logic and put it on a push stroke. Funny thing, I think Paul Sellers also puts it on a push stroke, and that was probably why I was like, okay, other people do this. That is a very good point. If you put it on the pull, you don't need as much tension in the blade. Dear, you're making notices as soon as I was like, yeah, I need to drop that down. Because when it flexes, it gets harder to use. And for those who are wondering, I'm staying like a good 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch away from my line. We're gonna rasp it in, most likely. And I'm not doing the entire cut all at once. That's for a brave soul. I'm chunking away because you tend to, I like to free my blade every 5 seconds or so, just so I don't bind up from material wanting to do whatever it wanting to close up on the blade. I mean, this one seems to be okay. This is an Eclipse. It could hold a little bit tighter, but it's not doing too bad. But I got used to it. But see, like I'm just kind of coping right along, leaving myself plenty of room because it's easier to fine tune after you get the mass out. Yeah, and I mean, I'm using Olsen blades with an Eclipse saw, so, okay, 1 second. Loosen. Spin. But I really, really can't wait to see what this big 24-inch throw is going to be like on my saw. Or is it 24? I think, I can't remember. It's probably less. It's less because otherwise it wouldn't fit in there. It's probably 18 inches.
Good to know. I will look on eBay. TechnoAxe. I can justify a new concept design.
There we go. Let's see. I know, what was it, on the Woodwright shop show when they did a turning saw, they did it all with chisels instead of a coping saw because they're like, well, how do you do it if you don't have a coping saw or a turning saw to do it? I thought about doing that, but the grain in this I don't think would permit me. I would get to a portion and it would just split out most likely. It's not as straight grained. I think they did it out of hickory or they did it out of ash. They did it out of something that rives well, and this is cherry and it doesn't. You got to be careful because its grain will do what it do. Okay. But I got to say, out of all the shop stuff I've built, I am stupid glad I built this Moxit vise. Loosen. Actually, yeah, loosen. There we go. Something about like that. I'm about to knuckle bust myself on the Moxon vise.
Chill's line said, are you rotating the blade? You should rotate the direction of the handle to point the blade in the right direction.
I've got to watch out for this back piece to make sure it won't interfere with what I'm cutting. That's why I rotate the blade every once in a while before a cut. Woo, smells like cherry wood in here. Let's get a barbecue going. Okay. Also, I like to usually come from that side, so I just wanted to cope out this side, so all right, so boop. Okay.
Michael said, just thinking of black cherry soda. Netkissa said, one hey.
Hey, Netkissa. I don't know why it says first chat for you. I know you've been in here before.
Chill's line said, you still need an owl emote.
Thank you for reminding me, dear.
Michael said, I am Netkissa.
Okay, there we go.
Netkissa said, what hey mecha.
Now that I think about it, one second. We're gonna knuckle bust myself if I do that.
Blackman Payne said,
There we go.
I didn't realize Eclipse were manufactured in England.
Yep. Yes, they are. Let me do this so I don't have to worry about weaving up and down. The old squat style. This is my no seat. Just okay.
Chill's line said, not like this.
Wait. Yeah, shipping it for. Yeah, I was about to say the saw itself is pretty cheap.
Metcalf said, there should be plenty of vintage Eclipse saws on this side of the pond.
I was about to say, you don't even, like, this is actually a modern one, and it's still pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I got this from Woodcraft. So if you got a Woodcraft nearby, you probably can get an Eclipse saw. Right, mine's actually modern, and it seems to work fine. Look at my goofy old cutting. Like I said, we're going to be rasping and planing and everything else a lot. I'm not worried about getting it perfect. I'm just trying to get the mass out of it. And like I said, I like going from left to right because I'm a southpaw. Okay, first things first. From that little pop, it wasn't the blade, but, yep, okay. The blade didn't break, but it did bend the blade, so we're gonna change it. Just one of those things. You hear that pop, you got to inspect the blade for damage. Because if it's bent, that means the blade will most likely snap the next time. Oh man, these are all rusty. We'll see how good this works. Oh, it does that. I'm just being a forceful person. Nice. I found out, what was it, probably up in the Canada. If I had.
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
Hey, Jaybird, how you doing? Howdy, howdy, guys. Thank you for the raid. For those who don't know, I'm Wes. I'll have to see what I can do about the volume on that one then.
East end of Toronto. I have been since 1 BC, before COVID.
All right, so let's see if I can turn the volume of that baby. Well, I'll have to do it after stream, otherwise it'll go black. It'll go black screen for a while. Well, thank you. Like I said, I'm Wes. This is Plain Old Woodworking. We do pretty much nothing but hand tool woodworking right now. I don't know if you can tell, but we are working on the Gramercy bow saw kit. Right now I am just kind of coping sawing the shape out. They already have their through hole and their mortise. You kind of missed last week where we had the fun time of using mortise chisels. I'm going to move these out of the way. Yeah, this is going to be one that I got to... Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Where is... Ah.
Big fat, ugly, bug-faced, baby-eating O'Brien? Aye.
Just because of how long, like this is one continuous one, we're gonna... make some break points for me instead of having to turn the blade every time.
Big fat, ugly, bug-faced, baby-eating O'Brien?
Okay.
Aye.
Let's see what we're missing here. Oh, we got a bunch of follows here. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the follow, Jaybird. Thank you for the follow, Netkissa. All right. Now we got stopping points. I don't have to feel too.
Shell spline control distortion worked on physical objects.
I'm gonna have to turn you guys up because I've got a heater going right now because surprise, surprise. You know, furnace is out again. But this time I'm tired of waiting. We'll just have a heater and go.
Like I said, at Shell Slime 741, I wish my brain were faster than my hands.
Ooh, my thighs are gonna love me today. Doing all this squat stance challenge. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, one second. At least this is keeping me warm, all this physical activity. Okay. I don't know if we'll get to finish shaping, but we'll at least have everything out because we got the stretcher basically done except for the tenons. If we can have everything basically.
Hand tool woodworkers do not require gym memberships.
Nope. Body by what was it? Body by Bailey. I still need to make that as a redeem or a emote because most of my workout is by Stanley Bailey. Okay, yeah, doing the relief cuts definitely is what I need to do on the next one.
Body by Bailey's Irish Cream.
I mean, there's that too, but I don't have any coffee right now. It's just tea. A few more cuts and we done with this one. And then we can break out the rasps and I can just clamp it up and scare everyone with rasp noising. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Mecca. I might just do that. Okay. Flip this around. See how we want to do this. If we get this up a little.
Especially if the furnace is on hiatus.
Yeah, we are now looking pretty hard for a new place because this is getting unacceptable. And by getting, I mean it's been unacceptable for a while. So, quick update for you guys. If it's still kind of spotty on Wednesdays, there's probably not going to be a stream. But on Sundays, I can get a heater down here for an hour or two to get it up to acceptable temperatures. Because right now it's like 40 degrees outside. We had a heater in here for about an hour and a half before I started. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, waste done.
I mean, it's habitable. It's just moderately inconvenient. We've lived through worse rental issues.
Yes, we have. Well, I mean, we also lived through the flood, so define worse. All right, on to the next piece. But before we do that,
Mecca said, cable knit sweaters and long johns solve a lot of problems.
I should just start dressing like an old New England fisher again. You know, come down in here with a cable knit sweater, a pea coat.
Gunji RL Crafts said, hi plane.
Hey, Gun Girl. Good question, Gun Girl. You want me to change what it reads out as Gun Girl, GG? What would you like? Also for anyone else, I can do that. For those who are wondering about the project right now, there's also a command that is !project.
Anything you want to call me is fine.
Well, then we're going to call you Gun Girl.
Most PPL go with GG.
Yeah, I'm not most.
Hope you had a wonderful stream anniversary yesterday.
Oh, was it your stream anniversary? Okay, good. We gave her.
Gunji RL Crafts said, we like not most.
No, I am not most people. I'm just going to call you Gun Girl. So, all right, let me bring up this. I forgot to have it just sitting on users. Do.
At Mecha Form I did. I'm a little hungover, but it was awesome.
All right.
Drink up me hearties.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it, dear. Don't worry. Prost. Here's the Gun Girl. I'm not going to chug that because it's still scalding hot. All right.
Mecca said, our northern friends say that there is no such thing as bad weather, only poor clothing choices.
That makes a lot of sense. All right. Yeah, definitely coping saw with relief cuts made this way easier and faster, so we're just going to cope in relief. Glad to see you here, Gun. And like I said, congratulations on stream anniversary. One more. For good measure. There we go. All right.
Big fat ugly bug-faced baby-eating O'Brien?
Hitting that follow button.
Aye.
Wait, what is that one?
Here if I go quiet, it's just cause I'm working.
Manovum. Oh, geez, I'm going to have to try and sit here and figure that one out. Manel, thank you for the follow there. That's probably the best I'm going to do, because if I try the rest of the name, it's going to really look weird. All right, so what we're doing here, we just did a bunch of relief cuts down this edge of this one, and we're just going to cope out this shape. It's actually in this orientation though, so this is the hook all the way back to the pin holder. Can't wait till I have this, because basically it's this saw but this long. Release it. Twist. Tighten. There we go. Oh, it hates me. Let's find out if I can get it on something that it can maintain on. I hope.
Looks good in.
Okay, it just needs a little bit of wobbling.
It's wonderful how it can all be disassembled and stored in a sock inside even a small toolbox.
Yeah, honestly, that brings up a point here. So I've been thinking about how I want to do things. My saws, I originally wanted to have, you know, up here on my, you following me? Come on. Thank you.
Chill Slime said, wow, nice. I
Uh,
didn't realize you could disassemble it.
Yeah, you can disassemble it. I was thinking about having either my bow saw or my actual saws here. And then my squeezy blocks, or whatever you want to call them, my sticks, I kind of want to do them, like just get a little leather strap and do them right here. So that, because they're too big for the drawer here. My T-squares would all fit in here, so I could leather strap these here, put some saws here. And that is a good point about being able to disassemble this boy, because I may have to disassemble it each time. Or I may make a, let's find out, 1 second here. I may have to disassemble it or make a dedicated holder for just it
Hang
up
on
here.
back.
That's also possible. Or I could be really cool and hang it off the top. Or hang it off the side, or I don't know yet. The storage has not been thought through for this one. Get in there. All right, back to the squatty position.
As long as you can open and close the lid without the stuff falling off.
Okay. Okay.
Life is made of it. What is your mercy?
For me? A while. It happens in November for me. I see what's going on. There we go.
Chill Slime said, Gramercy soft, not anniversary.
Oh, Gramercy is just the, I guess, the brand of tool maker. They make the little pins. You can buy handles if you want, like pre-turned handles. But I'm going to go ultra hardcore, and we're going to make them out of walnut and make them octagonal. Maybe we'll turn them later whenever I build that fabled lathe. But they also made my saw vise here, which I would actually encourage people to buy that over a cast iron one, unless you can physically inspect that cast iron one and ensure nothing is broken or worn out. Because I went through 2 cast iron ones that had small breaks that were not quite noticeable until you closely inspected them. All right, I just want to get that off. Woo! Eating time, eating time.
Chill Slime said, I like the idea of it mounted on the lid. It'll be on display. And
Yeah.
won't get knocked off on the sides.
That's probably what's going to end up happening is I'm going to put my panel saws here.
I expected you in 1 hour. But anyway, hello.
Hey, Cat.
Said, it's daylight savings time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Shit.
Metcalf said, time changed last night.
Yeah.
Underscore something.
Yeah, we had that crazy England, or crazy America's thing with daylight savings. Heck, I could have used that to just stream later.
Cat said, arrow, 2. I never noticed the cause of all of that. Metcalf said, hi, I'm John. Chill Slime said,
Okay.
said, hi, I'm Betcha Form.
Glad to see you here.
741. Hi, it's no chance. Chill Slime said, plain OHI. Metcalf said, Europe/UK changed a few weeks ago.
Oh. I didn't know if we were the only ones that did it.
Woodworking, laughing face. Chan said, the one HEY. Gun Girl said, cat hi. Cat said,
Whew.
oh, we did. Thank you, love.
So many people in here. Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing. Guys, making me nervous.
Chan said, thank you, chill.
Okay, there.
Cat said, Chill Slime said, there's nothing on my channel.
Okay. Woo! Okay.
Cat said, I don't care.
There we go. Owl emote one day for those. We got a little close to the line on this side
Chill Slime
in
said,
places, but whatever. Not like it's going to hurt me. Famous last words. Famous last words. It's probably nothing.
there's just one move.
Yeah, I do need to make a owl
Chill
emote.
Slime said, it'll be Y-E-E-A-I.
It'll be fine. Nothing's gonna break. I do love this thing, and like, this is one of those builds, like, I am stupid glad I built this. I'm stupid glad I built that. Saw bench, glad I built it, but I don't use it as much as I should. This guy gets used every day, so he's overshown by everything because he's just a bench. He just a bench. Yeah, he only a bench. But this thing, every time I use it, I'm
My
stupid.
bad. DST in the UK is after our change.
Oh,
Or March.
there goes Mecca spreading false rumors.
Last words. Among many other diseases, cats can suffer from anorexia, senility, feline AIDS, and acne.
I have never known a cat to suffer anorexia. They've all been fat to me.
On Capitol Hill, Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, that was Schoolhouse Rock.
No cat commands the belonging. Like Miss said, cat. Cat's name on greeting and holiday cards.
Okay, one second.
Said, cat, you are gone. Metcalf said, I get thrown off because the change is off by 2 weeks. US is in the middle of another proposal to make DST permanent.
I would prefer it. I don't like we're in a day and age where it doesn't matter anymore. We're in the age of electricity.
I swear this keyboard is alive.
That's all right, Cat. We still love you. All right.
You asked me to get rid of not only DST but also time.
All right. Making plenty of progress today. Time zones make sense. But I mean, like, we could make it all universal time zones, but that's going to be a bigger uproar than just getting rid of the stupid.
One standardized time.
We do actually have that.
Chill Slime said, how would you replace time zones?
I just don't think people would get used to, like, you know, like, say over here, noon would actually be, you know,
Dad said, those numbers are just a whole invention. I couldn't care less if the clock says 5 a.m. and 3 a.m. and 7 days.
sorry for the squeaks. This blade's probably going to need to be replaced right after this job. Whoo, whoa, whoa. That blade hot.
Like it was going to be abolished this year.
Yeah, they keep trying. People keep fighting for it to stay, and I don't understand why. Like I said, we're in the age of electronics. Whether it's dark outside at 6 a.m. or light outside doesn't really matter.
Dad said, if someone says meet at 3 a.m. but it's afternoon, then that's fine. Netkissa said, I'm not American if you are trying to bundle me in the US happenings.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't worry. Okay, tighten you down. What I'm gonna love about this one is I won't have to like tighten, untighten, tighten, untighten to swing it. That's the whole point of this turning saw, is I'll be able to just grab the bar, swing, and go. Or I can have one hand on the bar, one hand on this, and just slowly turn the back as I'm cutting at the same time.
Metcalf said, 2022 proposal didn't get ratified by the president.
Because most people high enough to make change right now are out of touch with reality. That'll get me in trouble with most everything. I don't really care. Republican, Democrat, they're all out of touch at this point.
Wants the government to work a bit.
Okay.
Schultzline said, well, the same thing happened in the US. Another country failed in their plan to abolish DST at Netflix.
Okay.
Lurking Pumpkin said, it matters to the human circadian rhythm.
Well, hello there, Pumpkin.
Health effects.
How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, but then again, I know you lurk. Actually, your name's perfectly fine. It'll say Lurking Pumpkin. It's not like the other ones.
All you have to do is send a note to whoever controls that thing that sends out the time information. I believe in Greenwish.
If you're interested in what we're building today, or working on, I should say.
Metcalf said, each time change costs North America about $500 million in lost productivity, accidents, and other associated disruptions.
Feel free to type exclamation point project. It'll give you a small explanation and a picture.
Everybody agrees that DST is not useful, but change is hard apparently.
All right, one more cut, and I guess then we try to cut this baby out. Mostly. Heck, the last time I saw you in here, Pumpkin, we were still building that.
At least, I not one of them.
See? Oh, is it not following me again? Of course not. Hello. Camera, do your job. It is complete though. And it's holding pretty much all of my hand tools. You can always bring the...
Pumpkin said, it looks great.
And now we are building what is called a bow saw. And hell, I'll do it
Big
myself.
fat, ugly, bug-faced, baby-eating O'Brien?
Thanks for hitting that follow.
Aye.
Hey, High Tech, how you doing?
My circadian rhythm is not too switched up.
So... Of course it didn't type in. Come on, there you go.
DetectiveNet_Dev said, doing good.
We're definitely changing your name so that it'll actually know how to
Cat said,
say
"Hey,
that.
Dev. Welcome in. Chill Slime said, hi at DetectiveNet_Dev.
There we go. That's what a bow saw looks like. But while we're looking at that, Jesus, it just cannot say your name, can it? All right, let's fix that. Ooh, an update available for StreamerBot. Not yet. We know what happens when we update. Things happen. Stream breaking things happen. Where are you at? There we go. Let's give you a nickname here. All right. All right, sorry, I just need to be that close to even read what's on the screen. Then I can bring that back. Okay, good, it's still following me. Yeah! All right, coping saw, do your worst. Sumo stance, go! All right. All right, so we now have very rough these, no tenon these, and then this, which really I can just do this with a saw probably, but, or with a plane. You think you can take some force? Yeah, let's use a plane. And then we'll get to file work. I really need to remember to use this brush. So yeah, let's thin this baby down and then we'll get to file work and maybe some saw work. Because it'll take me all of 2 seconds to do this, and by 2 seconds I mean the remainder of the day. Haha! Devilish laugh. Stay up there. Yes, it's getting too hot. Because with this one, we're not really worried. This is just to hold the string in place, so I'm not really worried about following lines here. Just trying to reduce all this material off of it. Okay. Okay. Take advantage. Being able to angle it whatever way I want.
I just figured there are invisible birds here.
Invisible birds? What's up, Cat? I want to know more about this. Please tell me more. Okay, that is close enough to the line that we can.
I never see a bird eating them.
You got squirrels? Sounds like squirrels. All right. Like I said, brought it down. We're doing this side. We're gonna get as far as we can, I guess.
I live second floor. Laughing face.
I mean, squirrels
I
are
see a squirrel here.
squirrels are very ingenious. Just because of how small this piece is, it's easier to.
I think they are advanced enough to have cloaking devices.
There's a possibility. I mean, we do have homing pigeons. How'd they get that technology? Sorry, I'm just thinking off the cuff here, and I'm having fun. All right, take a quick tea break.
There could be an invisible animal sitting next to me and I don't know it.
up. Panel this down just slightly. Just got to the line back there. Almost. Almost. There we are. Good show, old chap. All right, even this out. Take a couple quick strokes. Okay. Good enough. Nice and skinny now. Nice and skinny. Woo. Body by Bailey. Told you it happens every stream. Some way, somehow I break out a plane. Ugh.
Chat said, "Like sporting nonsense, laughing face."
All right. Brush.
Lurking Pumpkin said, "Do you try and save the wood shavings for other projects?"
Not really other projects. I do use them for fire starters.
Chat said, "Cast
Um,
them in clear resin."
So what I typically do is I got a bucket over here that I sweep them all into. And either I use them to start fires in our fire bowl, or I bring them to LARP as fire, or bring them camping as fire.
Lurking Pumpkin said, "At cat_le_stki, that is exactly what I was thinking."
I don't do much with resin. I also don't have a lathe, so turning, I mean, I could probably sell blocks, but I typically use it for,
Spoiler, it looks gorgeous.
all right. What does Wes want to do now? We're not carving the tenons until we've got this all done. Do I want to sit down and shave, or do I want to cut? Let's cut these closer. Let's see if I can even get this to hook onto this. Probably not. Not without taking it all the way off. But I don't have enough room really right now. Another reason I like this vise is like, okay, I don't want to declamp it yet because that's more of a pain because I'm going to need it in 5 minutes. Now I suggest, let's see, we got that's our cross grain boy. So let's cut the cross grains first. Where is the knife? The knife is here. And you. We're really not trying to be square. Is it? Okay. Okay, still have some flat to reference off of, so. I'm just being a perfectionist because I like to connect the dots even on the back. See how square I was. Good enough for government pay. Chisel. Chisel my timber, chisel. Yo ho hee ho. Men whose hearts are as black as coal. Yo ho hee ho. And those buccaneers drown their sins in rum. The devil himself would have to call them scum. It's the darkest
So how
tale.
much sawdust is in that stuffed husky by now?
Good.
Tell me quick enough.
Actually, that is a good question. He's actually fairly clean. Minimax is fairly clean. I do keep him inside actually, but I mean, you can still see flecks of sawdust and shavings on him. One day I'm going to have to clean him. And we'll have to have regular Max come in at some point again too. For those who are interested, exclamation point Max, and you get to see a fun shot puppy. Okay, you are now cut basically to size.
Pumpkin said.
Say hello. Yep. Shot from one of the times he was in here. So that he could believe it was like 70 or it was like 90 degrees outside, so he's in here so he didn't die from the heat. But yep, Max is still as energetic as ever. Well, actually less energetic, but still absolutely loves people. Absolutely loves company.
All huskies are born in the zoo.
Yep. And Slime, just in case you're wondering, Pumpkin is a friend from college. From a while ago. Randomly found me somehow. I'm not exactly sure how you found me on Twitch, but that was hilarious. But then again, I did post my Twitch channel on Facebook at one point, so who knows? And Slime, just so you know, or not Slime, sorry, Pumpkin, just so you know, Slime is a significant other, she fiance at the moment. Okay. All right, let's see if I can get this to cut. Okay, bottoms are cut. Cut the sides. Somehow, okay, like that, got it. Okay, we don't need crosscut saw anymore. That side's going to be a lot harder. Do I want to just plane it? Yeah, I think the ends we're probably just going to plane.
It's ripping time.
I don't know. This is going to be very hard to hold without it flailing around. And also, yeah, that's probably going to be a problem.
Chad said, now there's an idea. Mecha.
I think we can do it. I believe in me. I believe in Steve.
Why not replace hours with activity times LUL?
Wait, what? Oh, are we talking? Oh, back on that discussion. Got it. Let's at least get this big chunker down.
Actually, that's a bad idea. Imagine everybody using the drill at the same time. Cat said, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus, you're in here. Glad to see you. Yeah, we'll just
Mecha 6.
cut and plane.
Forming Marcus.
Cut and plane, cut and plane. How do I even hold this one? This one's probably just... yeah. 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 You know what? Plane it is.
Still on for 14H00.
Wait. What's happening at 2?
Marcus said, I thought of that plain old woodworking last night as I used a handsaw in preference to deploying the table saw. Smiley face.
I'm glad I have some sort of effect on you guys. All right. Surprising how much survived through the flood. It always impresses me how much survived through the flood.
At Mecha form, yes.
Oh geez, there's that. I forgot completely about that. Yeah, we got to cut that anyways with the coping saw. Forgot about that part. Oops. Well, I could probably just rasp it, but that's a lot of material. Lot. Let's just plane it down. Even these thick cut shavings, a nice clean hole from the drill hole. Jesus, that's so much faster than using that saw and setting it up. Why did I even? Okay, where's my? This one just to clean it up because we were apparently going against the grain.
You aren't afraid it will ship off?
Nope, not in the least. In all honesty, not in the least. Okay. Which is funny because I was afraid of using a chisel to chisel out all these forms, so I used a coping saw instead. And now I'm just using them.
Mecha said, finally had coffee made. First thing in the afternoon, SMH.
I mean, better than never. Better than never.
Cat said, now, planing is like drinking water.
Okay, there. Nice clean side there. We'll get out the coping saw and do that cope cut in a bit. Thank you, brush, for not falling. How about this, Wes? Put the pattern in a way so you can see the line from this side. Wrong one. Heavy cut first.
I really need a vise like that.
They're really nice. I would pick up a Moxon Vice kit and just build one. I guess I could make plans for this thing, but I'm pretty sure you can follow me on YouTube. I have the entire build on YouTube.
Without anywhere to put it all out.
Well, that's the good thing about this vise. You just slap it to a table. That sounds like a phone call. What's going on? I'll call you back afterward here. We're almost done. All right. Speaking of which, what time is it? 11:30. So yeah, we only got like a half an hour left. But if we get to the point of just rasp work for Wednesday, I will be extraordinarily happy. So.
I keep telling myself I'd have so much room if I'd finish my UFOs and get rid of them. Then I figure I don't have the space to finish UFOs.
All right. Remove material from this side.
Something is 78.
Okay.
Martin said,
Go
at
for it.
some point you just have to eat something. Cat said, "Hey, 78, welcome in." Hi at Buck Naked 78.
Ah, we just got cross grain there. That's going to be a fun one.
Buck Naked 78 said, afternoon as well.
Hey, Buck, how you doing?
Hey,
Let's
Metriform, I heard you have coffee.
1 second here. Let's play with your names here. This is like my new thing here
Cat
for
said,
whatever reason.
Mecha has coffee.
Yes, Mecca just
Mecca
made
said,
coffee.
Unadulterated coffee, mind you.
All right, Buck, let's play with you. Okay.
Cat said, unwhat?
Okay. I've been slowly changing people's names so that at least when it tries to read something that you type, it doesn't come in weird.
$5 worth of TW. Cat said, is that coffee?
Ooh, that's a bad sign. Oh, never mind, it's gone. Cool. Had a little bit of a branch pith there, but we planed all the way through it before we even got to the line that we're planing to. Back to normal wood. Ha 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 ha. Take that, planing beforehand.
It was coffee. Buck Naked said, is the recipient said coffee is all the right to nature? Lurking Pumpkin said, what is branch pith?
So the pith of a tree is the very, very center ring. And when it comes off into a branch, you'll have that same dark center ring. That is literally the innermost ring. When I saw that show up, I was kind of wondering because it's a heavy tension area here, and having a branch pith there means it would.
Said, free from other substances, at cat_le_stki.
But it's the very center,
Naked said, up to 10 cents.
biologically, of the tree.
Cat said, do you have water?
That explains all the cross grain here too. If there was a branch pith, it means no matter what way I plane, it's not going to get glass smooth
Buck Naked said, that's weird. Why would you drink water?
because the rum's gone.
Lurking Pumpkin said, so not the spiritual center.
Nope.
Haha.
Oh. Whew. Still need to make that owl emote, dear.
Buck
I
Naked
still
said,
need to make an owl.
That's fair at plain old woodworking.
Okay. Wax up the bottom. You go back into storage. Back into storage. All right. How much do I hate myself, Wes? Do we want to pull the files out now? Kinda. Raspin time, it's time for raspin time. Oh, Jesus. I can do, no. We'll do it with files. because it's not that big of an amount of. Yeah. No, we cut now. We cut now. We fine tune with files because otherwise I'm going to be sitting there forever with a file. It's time. And by cut it now, I mean cut all this excess off so that I can fine tune with a file. Fine tune with a file. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, wow. Somebody clipped that. Awesome. I've got cherry flavored tea now. Hit the ceiling right into the tea. Sorry, I'm going insane. Slap happy. Okay. This one's close enough. That one just had a huge amount on it. Like it was. Okay. All right. This does not need to be touched. That doesn't. Up, up. We've got movement. Recipes. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let me move you back over here. Oh yeah, that's, I forgot, yeah. That slime's gonna be going and painting a door, never mind. That's probably what I'm hearing. She has to head out here soon for it. All right. I am not. All right, I am not standing up for rasp work. Yeah, I need to start like posting these to the Craftsman's Guild, like these weird things that are happening like that. All right.
Save the hats.
Save the hats.
What's a pirate without a hat?
Indeed, indeed, sir. Oh no! 1 second, let me go fix that camera.
Something smells good. Cool.
Oh, you guys are getting into the fun here.
Putting in the longboat till he's sober. Putting in the longboat till he's sober. Putting in the longboat till he's sober. Are lying no more.
What have we here?
Here.
Stones!
Let's see if I can.
Loki_Lottison said, Tim Curry is insane.
Tim Curry's like the best Muppet there is.
Marcus said, there's a lot of verses to that song that are TOS violations.
I'm pretty sure I have sang those verses. I'm still here. So.
Loki. Buck Naked said, I have Tim Curry in one of his many awesome characters.
Yeah. So I think we'll start with. We'll just start with KYAR at the moment, and if I come up with another song, we will do that. So. Or maybe something else. We got to figure that out. Oh no, you're shifting. Let me get this figured out. I'm thinking of what song to do. There we go. We got to even out the pressure here, otherwise we ain't gonna get nothing done. Ha! You ain't going nowhere.
Pumpkin said, the side camera has a heartbeat.
Yeah, it freaks out from time to time.
Cat said, as long as it's not chicken on a raft.
Let's see if that'll
Megaw
help.
said, Bird knocked it out of the park in Legend.
Oh yes, very much so in Legend. So let's see. Drunken Sailor's done a lot. I know I do KYAR a lot because I mean that's the name of the Redeem. And I don't have a phone because the phone right there. I really need to.
Marcus said, I was wondering what was so interesting about the white rag box.
It just doesn't love me.
Megaw said, New York girls.
Or, yeah, we definitely are not doing that version of Holloway Joe. That will get me in a ton of trouble.
Cat said, pour some sugar on me. Shanty edition.
I would have to think on how to do that one, Shanty Edition. I thought these books would be good, but they're all like,
I have nothing either LUL. Buck Naked said, anything he was in was fantastic.
I mean, we may just default to.
Said, Barrett's Privateers is one you should know.
It's one of those things of what can I remember verses of.
Head now is where it lives. Megaw said, in a way, you Santee, my dear Annie O. When we were girls, can't you dance the polka?
That one I should know as well because I have a bunch of Newfoundland songs. That tells you anything, Mecca, but I'm, like I said, it's one of those remembering songs enough to not screw up. I'm so, and I am starting to listen to my pirate radio stuff again so that I can get that,
Marcus
like,
said, Stan Rogers wrote Barrett's Privateers so he would finally get a chance to sing lead.
so. I don't want to do Lever Johnny again because Lever Johnny's kind of a sad song about accepting fate because you're gonna die. I mean, there's Blow the Man Down, which always is a fun one. It's one of those things where I just, like, I blank. I know these songs and I
Jack
blank.
said, make an impromptu shanty about Medja and Marcus on a boat.
I'm not that good. I'm good at stories, not good at that. One second. Let me think for a second.
Like, there was a storm and they got shipwrecked and had to decide who eats who.
Oh God, you guys are insane. We'll just try my best, I guess, at this point. Oh, cool. The glue came right off. Shiver my timber, shiver my soul, yo ho hee ho. There are men whose hearts are as black as coal, yo ho hee ho. The The buccaneers drowned their sins in rum. The devil himself would have to call them some. Struck a tale as we're ever told of the love of money and the lust for gold. Shiver my timber, shiver my slide.
I'm off on my own project quest.
All right, have a good one, dear.
Cat said,
There I
"This
see.
fight is rigged."
Hmm?
Metcalf said, buy a chill slime 741. Cat said, a chill slime 741 will say have fun, love. Metcalf said, I see a wood door and I want it painted black.
I'm gonna have to like think about how to shanty up some classic rock for you guys. Because you guys are just getting hysterical.
That's the trouble. Robust singing of shanties leads to inappropriately robust effort in your work.
Alright, so
Cat said, I can't fight this wood block anymore.
Cape Cod girls ain't got no clue. My bully girl. Give me a second. Like, if I didn't use the phone, I would be looking up some songs, because like right now I'm sitting here going, why not Old Maui? And I'm like, how do we start that song? How do I start it? That's like my big problem. How do I start that song? Rolling. Let's see if Old Maui's in here, because I mean, Jesus, that's a, like, I thought this would have more of the songs that I knew in it.
Middle, then start over.
I may turn that cam off and just have it, and just get a song in front of me so that I can just look at the lyrics and be good. This has a lot of songs that I didn't know, or maybe I know with
Metcalf
different
said,
lyrics.
Beyond the Sea by Bobby Darin.
And a, well, hell, the Black Ball Line's on here. Yeah. That might work. I served me time on the black ball line, Jimmy. Hey, 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 hooray! Oh, on the black ball line, I served me time. Hurrah for the black ball line. It'll carry you along through frost and snow and Timmy way. Hey, hey, hooray! Oh, and take you where the wind don't blow. Hurrah for the black ball line. At Liverpool docks I bade adieu, Jimmy way. Hey, hey, hooray! Oh, to Poland Bet and lovely Sue, hurrah for the black ball line. And now we're bound for New York town, Timmy way, hey, hey, hooray, oh. It's where we'll drink our sorrow down, hurrah for the black ball line. Okay. That's actually a short song. I don't know like, it has like 4 verses in there. I gotta look.
In my shoes.
And just because it always comes up, oh, the FCC will not catch me, for I am quite elusive. Don't care what they say, I'm still a DJ, and I've got my life to live. The transmitter song, they say that it's wrong, 'cause I never paid them the dough. So curse ye, you scalawags, you'll never take away my pirate radio. KYAR, KYAR, pirate radio.
Mecca said, checking at Bucknated 78.
All right, so I at least tried 3 songs here, guys. I'm off. I'm free.
Don't stop paddling by Journey.
It sounds almost like me in D&D, where I'm like, don't stop cleaving. Woo! Look at that beauty. And this is, hilariously enough, my rasp is the exact curvature of this spot here, so I am stupid happy about that. Means it's going to have a really nice thought out curve. Okay, I'm gonna have to like sit down and think of ways to shanty up songs for you guys, because this is getting hilarious. The amount of thought your guys are putting into these.
Okay, my power might go down any moment. Buck Naked said, thanks.
But we are probably going to be stopping here soon, just because. And here's the fun thing. The glued-on patterns are peeling off, which is great. Means less I have to scrape. Oh, we got about 15 more minutes. Okay, we're doing good then.
Marcus said, at cat_le_stikei, is that a variation of burning for you? Cat said, yes.
Let's show you guys the progress we're doing here, because you can't really see nothing the way I'm looking at it right now, but that's pretty dang close to the pattern, I think. the point where we'll be draw knifing a lot of, or not draw knifing, we'll probably be using the, what's it called? Why am I doing this? I didn't even think about that. Spoke shave, Wes, spoke shave. Why am I using this? Because it's getting me really good results. Where's my spoker? Spoke shave. Spoke shave.
Rock invented the heavy metal unload. Come loud. JP_Sunset Woodworking said, hey, at plainy old woodworking.
Hey, JP, how you doing? Let's see. Of course.
Mecca said, hey, JP. JP_Sunset Woodworking said, I'm good buddy, how are you?
Ooh, okay.
Hey, at Mencha form. Marcus said, metaform.
Ah. Actually, we're close enough that I probably shouldn't. We'll just use a rasp. Probably on this other one that's kind of chunky, we'll use the spoke shave first because we got plenty of material that we need to chunk off. This one was the one that we cut closer. But even then, like, a lot of this is stuff that I probably should use a spoke shave to form the shape. But if we can remove most of the things it'll snag on, we'll be doing good.
Mecca said, I'm not at the speed alone. Set the line on first yet.
Wait, what'd you say? All right. Yeah, I am nowhere really near. Like I said, I stayed about 1/8 of an inch away on the first one, and then I got comfortable and cut this one fairly close. Always when you pick up that saw, do a practice set. But we're still going to be spoke shaving this thing later because this thing's too wide. I'm going to be narrowing it down in places, giving it nice curves and such. Let's see if I can give it just a heaping helping. The reason I haven't cut the tenons yet is because I want to cut them to match whatever I rasp out on each side, because I figured I wasn't going to be able to match the line so well. But hell if I was wrong. The line pretty much fits this rasp perfectly. So that thing is like dead on. Or as perfect as I'm going to dare, because I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's nice. And we're just about to the point of like just peeling the pattern off of this thing and moving to the next one. There you are. Mr. Brushman. Swipe off the dust.
Part of good design is accommodating the tools available.
Yes.
Whether it be hand tools or machine cutters.
And I mean, the fact that it fits this number 10 rasp perfectly.
One thing of cutting a curve to a line is to match the tool and radius.
Yep. Very true, Chance, very true. Sorry for the squeakers. Now we put this down here where we had all of the fun times. I am glad I didn't try this until I had a Moxon vise though, because I definitely want this much support on the piece while I'm doing anything. Clamp it at 98% in and go. Okay, so if you're thinking about making this Gramercy kit, get a number 10 file. Seems to fit the curves very well. I'm not going to tell you get the number 10 I have. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name. But apparently a number 10 rasp really helps. Cabinet maker's rasp.
Or you.
Yes, it is an or whatever. It is that, an Oryu rasp, because I could get it left-hand stitched. But number 10 seems to be like the perfect point for all these curves. Well, except for these tight ones, but I've got, I think a number 6 round file or something for stuff like this. And then I've got the model maker's rasp, which also seems to be the perfect curvature for this stuff. So yeah, pick up a set of rasps. A model maker, a cabinet maker, and a round rat tail. Like, please do not follow Wes's recommendations on tools and then be angry at him. All tools are equal. Use the tools you have. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Also, the tools are only as good as the person who wields them. I very much believe that. Tools are only as good as the person who wields them, so learn how to use your tools and stop blaming them. That even comes down to know when you need to sharpen your tools, which is something I fail at.
The old cliche is the poor carpenter blames his tools.
Very true. You before I start digging too big of a hole in here. Hell, I might just go get myself a cider and just continue on. I'm having fun today, guys. Because we're making hella progress. Here's to progress. All right, let's see. But also, thank you for the hydrate, Chance. It's going to be a sad day, but eventually I'm going to have to replace this bench. Completely flood related, not because I don't like the bench, but because one of the legs will end up rotting, and it is this leg, the leg I do all of the work over, because the vise got jammed in there and started rotting before I could get it out. Thank you, Flood. Thank you. For humble pieing this woodworker. I may need to do a little bit more work on the other side, but basically got the form of this boy done. Yeah, I need to clean that up here. So I'll clean that up. We'll clean this side and evaluate what time it is, and we may or may not move on to this one. But it's going pretty fast just because like we're doing cleanup work at this point.
Metcalf said, I forget which furniture maker built a chair using a hacksaw and a sharpened screwdriver to prove it's not the tools that are an issue.
It's a good question. I've heard that story though. I don't.
Buck Naked said, I think so. Well, it sounds familiar.
Let's see, because I didn't make that out over the raspy rasps. Boggs. Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, he's made a ton of stuff. Like yeah, Brian, is it Brian Boggs? I don't remember, but I mean, he does dang near everything with a spoke shave and an axe.
The next bench is an evolutionary step and build it to suit your work style.
Yeah, if I do the next bench, it's going to be another Nicholson. I really like Nicholson's. Wait, what? I like Nicholson's. I might make it a little bit taller, and I don't know if I'm going to put a vise on it or not. Well, I mean, at some point in time, I want to bring this thing into the stream. The ever so powerful Fro. And, you know, like actually break out. Because I do have a Welsh stick chair book I've been reading.
In order to truly bake a pie from scratch, we must first invent the universe. Chance said, you want a splitting stone for the Fro.
Oh, do I want one or do I need one? But yeah, no, I will have I'll get a giant chunk of oak or something as a a stump piece before I start doing that. Give me a second here. Okay. Let's see what we got here, because the rest of it is basically, we need to flatten that part a little bit, and then it'll be quite literally just using spoke shaves and scrapers and such to get it down to the shape I want, like the curviness. So let's get the big boy out, flatten this out.
What square wood thing next to the husky's butt?
Square wood thing? Are we talking about, honestly, it's probably something you can't see unless I do it. Let's see.
Chance said, you want one for writing. It will make it easier and get the results you
Yeah.
picture in your mind.
We talking about this square thing that has all of my all of my streaming stuff on it? That is actually a Workmate. What's it, like 230 something? With a piece of plywood strapped to the top, so you can't see like the little opening and closing jaws. I've had it forever. In fact, if you've been here long enough, that was my first workbench. Was the little Workmate 225.
Near Minimax.
Oh, near Minimax. Are we talking about this guy? Or this guy? Because this, I don't know, Mecca, if you got to see that. This,
Marcus said, I thought it was one guy.
gotcha. This is the SMTC.
This one.
Yeah, the SMTC. It's just the box for it.
Chance said,
It's an odd job.
job.
And I plan on using that more for
Marcus said, job.
instead of a combination square, because that'll be just, you know, part of the course for me, using an obscure vintage tool.
Box is not one of my guesses. Watch your face.
Because it's kind of par for the course for me to find a vintage style tool that like that and just use that instead.
The box-shaped thing was actually a box.
Yep, it was a box. It was just holding the odd job. Okay, now, because I'm feeling spry and young, dumb, and full of luck, it's noon, but
Luckily disguised as a box.
yeah, it's noon, but should I start playing with this? What does Wes say? What's the worst that could happen?
Chance said, yes, yes you should.
I preempted your answer, Chance. Also, here's Mini Mando. I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. Way cool. More carve-alongs, please. I got my carving set now. I know you use a knife, but I got my chisels and my gouges.
Chance said, yes, yes, more carve-alongs. That's what I just started yesterday. I showed off in my CG. It was Brian Box.
Brian Boggs. Okay, I did get the first name right once you guys said the last name. Okay. But yeah, no doubt he knows what he's doing. Because he will do it all from the most basic tools and say, there you go.
Cat said, carve along, Lynn.
Oh, this little miniature Mando that looks terrible.
It said, but it does go to show. It's all about how tools are used.
Yeah. Back, I want to say like a couple of years ago, actually, at this point, Way Cool Wood did a carve-along to make the little mini Mandos, and like a bunch of people showed up. It was fun. I would do it again, and perhaps a third time, but no more.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah, I want another. Listen to your subscribers, Way Cool.
My little Mondalian always sits next to me.
Every once in a while I get Mando like this so that, you know, Max has a little writer.
Once, twice, 3 times a carbon. Also shows the still of tools.
Okay, let's do this part real quick. And this is why I didn't want to undo this vise, because I had it all precisely set up. So like taking the vise face off to use a bench hook was way more on brand for what I wanted to do today. Because once I'm at this point, I don't want to take this guy off. I want to just keep working and get this thing done, because the sooner I have my cherry turnings out, the better. And before we start thinning it down with, with the spoke shaves and stuff and giving it curves, we're going to get everything kind of just put together.
You need a second bench.
I mean, I'm not going to say nothing against a second bench. Like, if I rebuild the bench, this is probably going to be like my glue-up bench.
No chance.
And if we get the place we're looking at, my God, you guys are probably going to just like lose it at how much space I'll have. I will lose it because I'll be like, I can put so many benches in here. All the benches. Because,
Buck Naked said, benches all around.
but also if we get the place that we're hoping for,
Jim said, LUL.
I will,
360 bench.
yes, actually possible.
Marcus said, shaving horse.
Also possible, but I think honestly the lathe build will happen before the shaving horse. Because I already have cast iron pieces for that lathe build. What fell down? I heard a clunky-doo. Nothing important as far as I am concerned. Heck, you know what? We're just gonna get this thing carved out like.
There's never enough room, space, or time LUL.
Yeah, we're gonna get this shaped, and then like I think Wednesday, we'll cut the tenons and dry fit.
200%.
But
Won this.
if we get the place we're looking at, also workshop will have to be the most 100% green energy workshop on Twitch. There's no power outlets, which is funny because I always complain that I have one outlet here, but what I plan on doing if we get that is getting a solar power bank and making a solar powered shop. So the stream will be 100% solar powered, and I will be doing my part to decrease emissions. This side's just easier to get the shape faster, so I'm doing it now. Woo!
I forgot that the odd job had been reproduced by so many manufacturers over the years.
Yeah, that one's the SMTC version. Nice brass one. And I make the joke, it's got America units and everyone else units on that ruler. So it's centimeters and inches.
The treadle lathe project.
Oh, we're not gonna forget that at all. Like I said, I've got a treadle, I've got a flywheel, I've got pulleys, I've got plans. Just, it's like right now, since the move will be within the next month or two, we're doing small projects. And this has been on my project scope longer than the lathe.
From woodpeckers to Harvard.
Yeah, Woodpecker makes one.
Cat said, but do you have a lathe to make the round parts for the lathe?
I don't need one. I've got the, I bought old sewing machine cast iron parts for the round parts. Or unless you're talking about,
It can build itself.
yeah. And it's actually kind of, look how sexy that one look.
A lathe can become a drum sander.
Very true. Yeah, a lathe could become a drum sander. And a grinder. And a wire wheel. And a buffer.
Martin said, and a grinder, metal shaver, and milling machine.
When I were just a shaver, a shaver, a shaver. Sorry, that's all I remember from that shanty. When I were just a shaver.
Chance said, and a coat rack.
Just never look up Russian lathe accident. Never. Whew. Haunts me to this day. It will never be unseen. But then again, I've seen PTO shaft accidents on tractors, so I know exactly what to expect. Almost there. All right, back to this one. All right. Woo! Look at all that cherry. And the thing is, this is going to look sexier over time because the cherry is going to darken up. Yeah, I think we're going to finish rough shaping this piece, and then we'll move on to making the tenon and rough shaping this guy on Wednesday. The little
Chat said, and a decorative item.
I know.
In a horizontal drill press. That never talks back.
Because I am starting to get the hungries.
Add a duct tape wrap for the quality.
Duct tape.
Cat said, oh, and not to forget it can of course also be a musical instrument.
You guys are full of piss and vinegar today. Not gonna lie. Ah.
GTG. Thanks for the great stream as always.
Oh, you're welcome, Marcus. You're welcome. Like I said, when we're done, we'll stream out to we'll raid out to someone and make their day, and then this will sit for Wednesday. Oh, you know what? This side's a little thick. All right, let us find out with or against grain. With or against grain. Let's find out. Just a little bit more here. I don't know why I didn't just get this guy out in the first place.
Mekha said, hockey tape at selling shots. Yankee_asset. /.
Hey Yankee, how you doing? Exclamation point project will show you what I'm working on. Show you I've got this much of it pretty much ready to go to like fine-tune shaping, including, you know, there's the mortise and the pinhole.
Nice.
We've also got, I gotta cut out the tenons on these, but I was waiting until I've got the curves established on these because I'm gonna screw the pattern. We're doing it based off the curves, and then I just gotta shape this guy, which is my my line toggle. Trying to get this one shaped down, and then that's probably the end of the stream for the day. Sorry if you're just coming in here, Yank. You know what? Let's try something here. I have this tool, and I frustrate myself trying to use it all the time, but
Sawdust tends to stick to hockey tape. Best used for outdoor carpentry tools.
see if we can get this baby working. Because we got some curves, we might as well see if I can get this baby chipping away. Ooh, looks like it might actually work. One of these days I'll teach myself how to use the round bottom girl. Might help. Might help if the dang thing was anywhere near cutting distance. What do you know? Not doing amazing, but it's at least trying. Oh, no! Yep, you're put on the sideline. You have just been put on the sideline. Luckily, I think that's in a part that it won't show, but still, nope, you're on the sideline now. Yeah.
Usually a few impacts against walls.
One day I'll get better at the round bottom shaver, but not today. And functionally, I don't think it'll matter because that's right at a point where we're going to be carving down the sides. So... And it's mostly gone anyways now that I've...
Cat said, and back again.
Are you losing connection, Cat? Okay. It's not showing on my side. It did help, but I am not going to try that again right here, because this is actually the joint that needs to stay. as good as possible. Or as intact as possible, so I'm not about to try and lose a chunk of wood again. But we are almost done, guys. Way, hey, and up she rises.
Knife or rasp is more pleasant and repeatable.
Yeah. Way, hey, and up she rises. Pattern blocks are different sizes. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way, hey, and up she rises. Pattern blocks are different sizes. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Throw me a longboat to be sober. Throw me a longboat to be sober. Throw me a longboat to be
said, how's it going?
sober early in the morning. Doing pretty good. Is it Tiamat Alchemist? Okay, hi. I'm pretty sure I know who you are. Or I just recognize that name from somewhere.
I've been around.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da.
What are we working on today?
We are working on making a Gramercy bow saw kit, or making a bow saw from the Gramercy bow saw kit. There we go. What I bought were the pins, and I printed out the plans. So I have the pins and the saw blades. Everything else is up to me, so I printed out their plans, and we're kind of following the plans as much as possible. I'm making mine out of cherry. If you're interested in more information, where I found it and everything, !project will take you directly, will give you information about that, bring up a picture of what a bow saw looks like. But it'll also bring, and I'm not sponsored in any way by the link. It'll bring you a link to where I got the kit. I'm not sponsored by it. It's a way of saying this is where I got the kit that I'm currently working on. If you buy it, cool. If you don't, it's not going to hurt me. It's not going to help me. Doesn't matter. I just like giving people information. If this thing works out really well, then I mean, hell, I'll recommend the hell out of it. I think we are at stopping point alpha at this point. Because now we've got this side is also pretty much to the basic outline, not the final shaping, but to the point of being able to do final shaping. But something we need to do is see if I need to play around with the hole any. Okay, the pin does go in. That's good to know. It's nice and snug. I may need help getting it back out because I'm an idiot and put it in now, but okay, the pins do fit, and I will get them out on my own time. But if the pins fit, they ship. And I realize now I put one of them in backward, but that doesn't matter. Okay, they do come out. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to do this because, I mean, at this point, it is a, hey, look, because I do post to Instagram, so at least posting, you know, this is how far we got. That's all the pieces right there. They're just at the point of fine-tune shaping, and I am very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. All right, so guys, let's see who is streaming, because I'm getting hungry. It's
Mecca said, Viking is on.
oh, Viking, Viking. One of those three. Anyway, one second. I see that hat over there, and it just makes me feel like it's lonely. We might as well don the cap if we're raiding out, right? Don the captain's hat. All right. You know what? Mecca, can you spell out the entire name?
Viking 11.
Thank you. All right. We're going to go ahead and raid Viking. And y'all be nice, say hello to him. I will hopefully see you on Wednesday. If the heater's not working, we're going to call it off, but I'll try and give you a last minute notice on
Chance said, good stream.
on Discord. If it is working, we'll be on Wednesday. If not, Sunday will be our next stream. Till then, see you guys. Have a nice day. And I hope you guys have see you guys have a nice day. I can't think anymore.
Mecca said, cheers.